Adrian, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Joshua. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Awesome. I am pretty dandy. Pretty dandy. Let's just get right into it, man. So
Sounds good.
you are a freelance web designer, web developer. Is that correct? That correct?
Right, that's
Gotcha,
correct.
gotcha. So, when you first came across the Beyond Freelance blog, you started reading some of my articles and posts, and you came across Become the Go-To Freelancer, the course. What really prompted you to, part with your revenue and say, I got to get a hold of this become the go-to freelancer thing?
Right. Well, I guess it comes down basically to I was getting some job like on my own terms, so to say. So I was keeping myself busy, but then I came across a website, started reading your articles and seeing some of your content, and I saw that you have something different that I haven't seen. And well, for some reason, I felt like, okay, Joshua knows something that I haven't seen, and that it's worth a try. I mean, also like when the first conversation we had was about well, one of the free bonuses that you had, and I really got a lot of value from that. So I thought, okay, like definitely, like I tested like the go-to freelancer method a bit. So I thought, okay, there's something there that definitely will help me in my freelancer career.
Gotcha, gotcha. So you mentioned that you came across some of like I gave like a little free sample from the
Right.
course to you, and you said you put it to use. And for the viewers watching, the material that you used was basically communicating the value of your services, not from your perspective, but the perspective of your client. So like tweaking your pitch and positioning your services as a desirable offering that other people are already taking advantage of. So when you change, when we kind of changed a little bit the way that you pitch your services, what results did you see from that before you even joined the course?
Well, basically, as we've spoken in a previous conversation, like I told you, like it really helped me to get my confidence up about like charging a specific price for my services and really feeling well to get paid for what I'm worth, right? And well, basically, I think it was that it changed like the psychology, I guess, so to say, of how I approach prospects and
Hmm.
how I do my proposals as well. So I kind of had that idea that you had to sell the solution, not like what you do. But then
Right.
also when I spoke to you, it really made it clear like how I should go to do it, and not just not just changing it, but how to do it.
Right, right. Yeah, that's a pretty common concern I see out here. I get onto the Reddit forums for freelancers and reading different blogs, and you'll see in the comments people will say, "Oh, this is great advice, but how do I implement it? Like, how does this work?" And you mentioned that with my processes and my strategies and techniques, you call it the Joshua Lisec effect. I thought that was absolutely
Right.
hilarious. And you made reference to that I talk about the how to, like the specific steps, and that I wasn't repackaging advice that you could get on a 500,000 person monthly readership blog, but I actually had new advice and new strategies that are working out here on the front lines of freelancing.
Right.
Is that what prompted you to join, become the go-to freelancer, basically to get more of what was working for you?
Well, yes, definitely. And also, I mean, from the little that I've spoken with you or that I know you, I see like what you advise is something that you do. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna jump and be a marketing consultant because I did this and I just started doing it, you know? It's just something that you have applied, that you've seen results in your life, and you're, well, backwards engineering it so that it can be applied in, well, whatever niche you're freelancing in.
Hmm.
So that's what really helped. That I think. I mean, it's like you show the process how to do it, not just like, oh, this gives me results, but good luck to doing it on.
Right, right. Pay me $1,000 anyway, though.
Yeah, exactly, something like that.
Right, right. So what did you enjoy most about the Become the Go-To Freelancer program?
What I'm enjoying the most, I suppose, I'm less worried about finding clients now. As
Hmm.
just really because I mean sometimes like well when you get a website you get maybe a gig for like 2 3 weeks or something a month maybe, but then you're constantly looking for projects, right? But now, well, since I started with the program, I managed to get a gig for like 5 months. So that really
Wow.
like a big project, like development project. So it really
Nice.
told me, okay, like yeah, you can really do this. I mean, like as I told you before, like it got my confidence up, and
Yeah.
in a way, also it really told me, okay, like there is a method that can pretty much guarantee that I'll get customers, and I don't have to worry about, oh, okay,
Wow.
I'm running out of projects.
Right, right.
As I told you in one of the emails, like, okay, I'm trying to scale up. I mean, I'm looking for more projects, but also I don't have more time, so I'm looking on work, like implementing my own system to get all this sorted out.
Gotcha, gotcha. What is another thing as you're going through this program, and like you mentioned, that's having the long-term project like that. That was one of the core promises, or I guess
Right.
like results that you can expect to see this when you implement the strategies and techniques, and you of course are living proof that that's happened. So aside from the how-to that you talked about, what are some things that you've noticed about the program that you maybe haven't seen elsewhere, or you maybe you've heard of it before, like a strategy or technique to get clients or build up a pipeline of leads, that you're like, wow, this is explained really well, and I haven't seen this quite explained this well before.
Well, I think since mostly about like your brand, how like you set up your own brand so you can see
Hmm.
like your own value. Because I think the biggest mistake many people do as freelancers,
Yeah.
they don't really do their own research, like their market research, I think. And if you don't know who you're going for, really, because you can say, oh, I'm going for business owners, but come on, like that's very generic. And once
Right.
you know more specific, okay, I'm looking for this persona, like you be the persona and you build your proposals based on that. I mean, it really
Right.
changes how you write them and how you prime them. You look at your previous proposal, like, why was I writing that? I mean, there's no way this person is interested
Yeah.
in this. So I think it's more like in depth, like just going to something basic,
Hmm.
but applying like the whole process.
Gotcha, gotcha. So everything is connected, and you don't have kind of proposals in this box here, and this box here is your website, and this box is this, and this box is this, but they're all connected, you're saying.
Exactly. There's no like a space for like a guessing. It's just like, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, well, you're not gonna do it, but like you map the way or like you show a map of how to do it, and it's all connected. So it really, it's like a whole process. It's not just like, oh, well, you just write good proposals and you'll be good, but then okay, what happens after that, or my website, or this, or that? You know, there are many things. So it really helps, like just to put the whole thing in the same page, basically.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, can you share a little bit on like you mentioned, you mentioned the results, like the 5 month long project. You mentioned your confidence. Having the confidence that you now have, having gone through this process and having everything interconnected now, like where are you positioned right now to scale up your business that you just weren't before?
Well, now I have like now that I guess I'm getting more experience. I'm getting different kind of projects. I'm at a point where I can like, okay, just apply what I'm learning in the Go to Freelancer, and just apply like my time or my resources in looking for more projects instead of me doing all of the development or all the web design or all the graphic design work. So
Wow.
just focusing mostly in just building like the marketing side of like applying that in my marketing, and just look for more projects and well, hire more freelancers to
Gotcha.
do what I was doing basically.
Gotcha. So you're basically in a position right now where you're getting to work on your business as like a real business owner. Wow, that is really cool. You're building your business to scale it up. That's awesome to hear. So, for people who are maybe curious about this go-to freelancer thing, like, do I really have enough time for this? I mean, it's another course, and I already have several. I mean, is it actually going to work? Like people who are on the fence about it, what would you say to them about like the ease and speed of completion? Because it was just a few days after you started that you were like, dude, I got this 5 month project. This is great. Like it was just a few days. It wasn't 6 months of 3 hours a day.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, it's definitely worth your time. I mean, even since the very beginning, I haven't even completed the course. I had taken maybe one or two lessons, I believe, and I already started seeing the results. I mean, that's
Yeah.
when the point that I wrote you the email about getting the 5 month project, And also another time, like for the first time, I sent like one email in less than 24 hours. I got like a yes for a proposal. So I think I haven't told, oh no, I think I told you about that
Yeah.
also. So it's definitely, I would definitely recommend it to anyone that has, I mean, even as little as 30 minutes a day, you can really definitely get some value out of it. And it's not like going to university where you have to wait a semester or a year or the whole 4 years to see your degree. I mean, it's
Right.
something that you can really see results very fast.
Well, that's awesome to hear, Adrian. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you sharing, and let's become go-to freelancers, huh?
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely appreciate it, Adrian. Thank you.